Okay, this is very similar to one of my most successful videos ever. I'll give it a prime. Not gonna go. We'll try it again, excuse me. So, if it's not out of gas, it's probably the bowl jet. So let's just put her on the lift at the same time we check the fuel. It's got a half a tank of gas, so we know what the problem is. And one of the drive wheels won't drive, but we got to get it running first. And if this is okay, the guy that owns this does not have the means to spend money on a new transmission or anything like that, or even an old transmission. He wants me to get it running so we can cut his grass. So if we have to take the drive gears out of here so that it goes forward and back, we will. This is get it running, get it rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Let's go. So I'm not even going to take the air filter assembly off. I'll take the air filter off. I always chatter when I put an engine on the hoist and then no one ever hears what I've got to say. Half-inch ratchet. Gotta just clean up a little bit here. Please forgive me. Okay, what do we got here? We're going to go to a half-inch teardrop socket with 12 points. And we're going to take the air cleaner off just to have a look. If it's really dirty, it could just be starved for air. And it's got the wrong one in there. That's why. And he's got the wrong sport one. I guess he's got, what is that? An RJ19 on it. Okay. So what do? We take the bowl jet off first. Look at this filter I took off of here. It's a Kohler, modern Kohler Chinese mower filter chopped off to fit in. But it doesn't seal, right? Okay, we gotta squeeze off the gas line first of all. This makes me kind of sad, eh? Must have had a starter on it at one point, eh? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in there and remove the nut off the bowl of the carburetor. Let's see if we can come through there. Can we see that? Almost, eh? I'm trying to show you guys more. Okay, right there, do you see that bowl? Right on the, see where my, right underneath there is a nut, and I'm going to take the nut off there. Oh, we'll leave that there for a minute. Don't forget, I've only got one hand and I've only got me. So that's what I'm doing, taking that nut off there. I'll call you back when I get it out. I don't know if you can see, there's kind of a blue hue in the air. But it runs and starts now. But there's something really weird happening right there. Sideways, sorry. It's connected to the throttle. So let's have a look at that. So my friends, it's a good thing I got this hobby, eh? Because I certainly don't make any money at it. Why is that there? Is that a governor adjustment so it won't go past there? Let's find out. I'll be right back. Alright, you saw it first here on Bruce Pender TV. I have not changed a thing except the battery on the camera. So if it revs to 4,000 or 5,000 revs now, that'll explain the knock in the engine too, right? Because the engine's knocking a little bit. So let's get her started. You might have to shut it off right away. Okay, so the oil's draining. I'm doing it the old school way. And let's check the spark plug. And I bet you she's black, because this old girl burns oil. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's get some light. Oh, it's hot. I knew it was going to be hot. Light. Looks like the spark plugs out of my old Camaro. This is without a word of a doubt. I was 19 years old and I had a 1968 Camaro. But the guy before me drove it more aggressively than I did. And every once in a while in the wintertime I'd actually have to take the spark plugs out. They'd look like this. I'd have to dump oil into each cylinder and then start it back up so it would have enough compression to run. Ooh. But it did go. It had a 327 V8 and it had the large intake valves, triple hump heads or something. You car guys know more about that than I do. I'm going to clean this plug. We got nothing to lose. So I want you guys to know, this is a pretty typical mower that I see, right? The owners are, they're just scraping by. Okay, think about this. This gentleman is a cab driver, has 3 kids, and he's a single income family. That's tough sledding. In case you guys down south don't know, but sledding is like, that was back before when the dogs pulled the sleds, you know? Yeah. And now it's snowmobile sledding. Okay. Now we're going to close this up and clean up our mess underneath. Put a half a liter of oil in it. Check the blade when we have it tilted. See how dull it is. So we're almost there. Alright. So FYI guys, this is the same black jug I've been using for years. And every time I use it, I put another half a liter of oil in it. And then I've got it ready to go. I don't have to go running around trying to find a liter or half a liter or a third of a liter of oil or whatever, or guessing how much you stick in. I just dump a half a liter. And on the old Tecumsehs, they take 600 milliliters. So, plug cleaned, oil in engine, sharpened blade, change the oil. we're definitely going to go to a new air filter. The only thing that was saving this guy was the pre-filter. And it's pretty much shot too, isn't it? I might just leave it in there though. So now it should start now. I want to just check the oil. I always do after a change. So, un momento! Exactly at the full mark. So let's see how it sounds, if it sounds any better by getting rid of that old oil, eh? Yes, I'm starting it on the bench. Feels loose, eh? So now before we get crazy, I'm going to take off this front wheel to see if the gear is stripped out of it. We'll do that together. That'll be a 9/16. If I'm right, and you guys are going to say, change the wheel, we'll make that decision when we get there. Did you get that? Yes, you did. Oh my gosh, I'm getting better at this camera. This is a camera, right? Right there. Piece of wood. It's coming. Yes. The gears are stripped right out. Look at that. Now let's check the other one. We can just pop this gear off of here, right? That's one option. Number two, we can replace the wheels. So do you replace $40, $60 worth of on a $30 lawnmower? It's a tough one. Yeah, this one's shot too. So I'm just going to see if I can take those C-clips off there and get these gears out of here. There we are. That's a tough one. Usually these just pop right off, but this is 2003. We got ourselves 17 years of rust happening. And now it's stored outside. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to put some, what do you call it? Penetrating oil on there. I don't know if I can drip it on there or pour it on there. I'll pour it over a rag, that's for sure. Cool. Okay, prick. Okay. You and you. And you. Alright guys, I got the mower back up on its on its heels here, and I'm going to cut this belt off. And I'm going to put everything back together, and he's just going to have a regular lawnmower. So please forgive me. There we go. That should work. Good. How bad is the transmission? I think I'm done. So I cut the belt, took the gears out, put the C-clips back in, took the guards out. Oh my gosh, look at that fuel. Is that farm fuel? And then here's the finished result here. And I just left the guards off now because it doesn't matter. And I can show him the wear down to the plastic. You might be able to see right in there. Right there, the gear should be touching there. And it runs, and it goes, and he can cut his lawn. I sharpened the blade too. So all I can say about this motor is that I got it running. She's worn right out, guys. And I just changed the oil and did the plug and disconnected the front wheel drive because that was grabbing. And the problem was right here. This is what killed the motor. He had this filter cut off. It's actually one of those Kohler ones. And this is just for demo purposes. That's how much was exposed to the dust. That was just, so either side like, was in the center. So either side like that and that was just sucking in dust, and that's what blew the motor. So regular maintenance with the proper stuff, guys.